Hello fellers, what we have here is a 10 shilling note from Biafra, and this is a fraction note, which means instead of using coinage they printed out a banknote, and it's a fraction of the Biafran pound. I also have an example of one of those, which is, it would be just like $1, in Biafra. It's 1 pound. This is 5 shillings, which would be, the equivalent to a nickel. Okay, so 100 shillings equal a pound, and that's what we got. We got a 5 shilling note here, Republic of Biafra, and it's kind of a neat little note. You have the palm tree, you have kind of a little sun rising, which I believe that's also on their flag. If I'm not mistaken, it's red on top, black in the middle, green on the bottom, and you got that in the middle of the black that's in the middle. So it's a very interesting little note, and it's got a mandala kind of running through it with the different lines, and the shading and the colors get a little bit darker green and then lighter again. So very interesting little note. It even has it's kind of a security feature. You can see the 5 shilling. You usually don't see security features on fraction notes, but I thought that was kind of interesting. You have a bunch of happy people on the back, which is very pleasant. It's a very pleasant and happy little scene. You have what kind of appears to be like a horn, something like that around there. It's blue, kind of shading in. You get the green up there. It's a nice little banknote. I think it's on just regular kind of pressed cotton. It doesn't appear to be a polymer or anything like that. Of course, in 1967, I guess 1967 to 70s, when Biafra, when they were having the Nigerian Civil War, they were trying to break apart. That's when the banknotes were made. So I suppose it's I don't think anybody had plastic banknotes back then, so everything was pretty much on the paper. But it's actually, for such a small denomination fraction note, it's actually quite elaborate and quite nice. That's my luck. I'm almost done with the video and the battery dies. You can tell these are from the same series. I believe Biafra only had one series, and they're very similar looking. This is, of course, the 1 pound note. I've already done a video on that, so I'm not focusing on that. This is really neat, though, and I'm glad I was able to get it, the 5 shillings note. And like I said, for such a small denomination, it's only it would only be worth a nickel, right? It's I think it's pretty well done. So I think it's a cool little banknote. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you have wisdom or insight on money from Biafra, I'd be glad to hear it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'm out.